Gambit is one of the most popular X-Men. But where actually did this card-throwing Cajun come from, and what are his amazing powers? Keep watching, because in this video we are going to delve into the origin, evolution, and powers of X-Men's popular character Gambit. So let's get started. There's some debate among fans regarding Gambit's debut in comics. Technically, he first appeared in Uncanny X-Men number 14 by Arthur Adams and Chris Claremont. He was named and featured on more than 10 pages, albeit not introduced in any official way and not demonstrated his powers. After at least 1 month, Gambit made his full debut in Uncanny X-Men Volume 1266 in a story by Mike Collins and Claremont. This tale, set before the events of the X-Men Annual, showcases Gambit helping a helpless amnesiac Storm escape the clutches of the Shadow King. After Storm recovers from her memories, she brings Gambit to the X-Men, which leads to the events depicted in Uncanny X-Men Annual number 14. Thus, while his first physical role is in the Annual, his first chronological appearance is in Uncanny X-Men episode 266. Remy Etienne LeBeau faced adversity from the start, and it only grew tougher. Born in the vibrant streets of New Orleans, he faced abandonment from his parents due to his striking mutant features, glowing red eyes that set him apart. Swept into the fold of the New Orleans Thieves Guild, he was christened Le Diable Blanc, the White Devil, believed to fulfill a prophecy uniting warring factions. Amidst a tumultuous upbringing, young Remy honed his craft in the world of theft, daring to even target Jean-Luc LeBeau, the esteemed head of the Thieves Guild, who eventually welcomed him into their ranks. In pursuit of harmony, Remy found himself promised to Belladonna Boudreaux, the granddaughter of the Assassin's Guild leader. However, objection from Belladonna's mother, Julienne, sparked a tragic confrontation where Remy inadvertently took Julienne's life. Cast out by both factions, he was banished from New Orleans to preserve the delicate balance. Thus commenced Remy's odyssey across the globe, refining his skills as a thief and embracing his mutant abilities to the fullest. Even though Storm vouched for Gambit to join the X-Men, Wolverine wasn't sold on the charming Cajun because of his rebellious nature, love for mischief, and shady past as a thief. Their clash reached a boiling point in the Danger Room in Uncanny X-Men number 273, where Gambit proved his mettle, earning Wolverine's respect. As time went on, Gambit found himself entangled with Rogue, and their bond blossomed into a deep love. Their journey together led to a heartfelt union in X-Men Gold number 30. In his debut appearance in Uncanny X-Men number 266, Gambit showcases his combat prowess by wielding energized throwing spikes instead of his signature playing cards. However, this choice sparked concerns among fans and creators alike, as it bore too much resemblance to Longshot, a character introduced years prior. Moreover, using throwing spikes felt lackluster for a character known for his charm and cunning as a thief and gambler. As a result, in the following issue, Gambit switches to his iconic throwing cards, solidifying his unique style and weapon of choice. Gambit's mutant abilities revolve around transforming the stored energy in objects into kinetic energy upon contact, effectively turning them into explosive projectiles. Imagine an archer pulling back a bowstring, storing potential energy in both the bow and the string. When they release the arrow, the potential energy transforms into kinetic energy, shooting the arrow forward. Likewise, Gambit, with his unique talent, converts the potential energy of a playing card into explosive kinetic energy upon release. He often opts for smaller objects like playing cards for the speed and ease of use, but he can charge just about anything. Gambit's skill set goes beyond just throwing cards. He's a master in martial arts, acrobatics, and street fighting, with the ability to manipulate kinetic energy to enhance his physical abilities. This gives him superhuman strength, speed, agility, and endurance, which he seamlessly incorporates into his acrobatic combat style. Additionally, he can tap into the potential energy within himself to create static electricity, forming a protective shield against telepaths like Jean Grey or Charles Xavier. On top of all this, Gambit possesses a captivating charm that can sway others, though it doesn't work on those who know his tricks. The road to bring Gambit to cinemas has been a bumpy ride, reflecting his turbulent comic book journey. A fleeting glimpse with a stunt double was filmed for X-Men 2 in 2003, only to vanish in the final edit, leaving fans with just a hint of Remy LeBeau's name on a mutant roster. At first, Keanu Reeves was tapped to play LeBeau in X-Men 3: The Last Stand, but he bowed out, leading producers to eye Josh Holloway, who passed due to clashes with his lost schedule. Eventually, Channing Tatum landed the role, but by then, Gambit had already been cut from X-Men 3. There were plans to cast Tatum as Gambit in 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine, but Taylor Kitsch took the reins due to Tatum's G.I. Joe commitments. Despite Kitsch's 3-picture deal, the film's lackluster reception squashed any further appearances as Gambit. Tatum was in line to portray LeBeau in X-Men Apocalypse, but once again, the character was left out. Furthermore, Tatum's solo Gambit film faced setbacks and was ultimately shelved by Disney in May 2019 after years in development limbo. Unlike Deadpool, Gambit's portrayal in X-Men Origins Wolverine stayed true to his comic book origins. He meets Logan during a poker game in New Orleans, leading to a showdown where Gambit tosses charged playing cards at Logan, sending him crashing through a wall. Later, Gambit jumps into a brawl between Logan and Sabretooth, using his staff to create shockwaves. In the climax, Gambit taps into his kinetic energy to save Logan from a falling cooling tower at 3 Mile Island before they go their separate ways. Gambit shines as a unique and fascinating character, standing tall among Marvel's diverse mutants. Despite years of unfulfilled promises, fans and even Channing Tatum remain hopeful that Disney might revive the Gambit movie or incorporate him into future X-Men projects. Beyond the comics, Gambit has appeared in various animated series, video games, and other media, solidifying his status as a beloved character. Through these adaptations, audiences have been able to explore different facets of his personality and powers, contributing to his enduring popularity. Gambit's dynamic with Rogue stands out as a captivating storyline within the X-Men saga. Their romance, often fraught with challenges stemming from Gambit's past and Rogue's powers, remains a central theme, illustrating the depth of their connection and the resilience of their love despite adversities. Within the X-Men team, Gambit plays a crucial role, bringing a blend of cunning thievery, combat prowess, and mutant abilities to the forefront. His unique skill set proves invaluable in both covert operations and direct confrontations, adding a layer of complexity and effectiveness to the team's missions. Moreover, his charisma and humor inject a refreshing energy into the group dynamic, easing tensions and fostering camaraderie among teammates. In recent times, there's been a surge of interest in bringing Gambit to life on the silver screen in a standalone film. Despite previous setbacks, fans remain eager to witness the Cajun mutants' adventures unfold on a grand cinematic scale. The potential for delving into Gambit's origins, exploring his relationships, and showcasing his iconic abilities present an enticing opportunity for both longtime aficionados and newcomers to immerse themselves in the X-Men universe. Beyond his appearances in comics and adaptations, Gambit has also inspired a dedicated fan community with countless fanworks, discussions, and cosplays paying homage to the character. His enduring popularity speaks to the timeless appeal of his character traits, from his roguish charm to his unwavering loyalty to his friends and allies. Gambit's molecular acceleration stands out as one of his most distinctive abilities, which enable him to transform stored potential energy within an object into kinetic energy. This process, commonly known as charging, leads to explosive results upon contact with the target. Gambit typically favors smaller objects like his iconic playing cards for their simplicity and swift charging. However, he can also charge larger items, though it demands more time and effort. The power of Gambit's explosions correlate directly with the mass of the object he charges. For instance, a charged playing card packs a punch akin to a grenade, making it a formidable weapon in combat scenarios. Nonetheless, Gambit's powers are ineffective against living beings or organic matter, imposing limitations on his abilities in certain contexts. Beyond molecular acceleration, Gambit boasts a repertoire of other remarkable powers. Among them is Dissolution, granting him the ability to disintegrate or melt objects into nothingness instead of triggering explosive reactions. This skill offers a means to incapacitate adversaries or eliminate obstacles without causing widespread destruction. Gambit also has the ability to temporarily disrupt the sensory awareness of his opponents, effectively knocking them out cold. This power, known as Disruption, can be a valuable tool in combat situations, allowing Gambit to gain the upper hand against his enemies. Furthermore, Gambit's powers grant him enhanced physical conditioning, including increased speed, strength, reflexes, and endurance. These enhancements, coupled with his acrobatic fighting style, make him a formidable hand-to-hand combatant capable of holding his own against even the most powerful opponents. Another aspect of Gambit's abilities is his accelerating regeneration, which allows him to heal from injuries at an accelerated rate by stimulating his own cellular activity. This power has saved his life on multiple occasions, allowing him to recover from wounds that would be fatal to ordinary individuals. Additionally, Gambit possesses speed augmentation, which enables him to increase his reflex and locomotion vastly to incredible extremes. This allows him to dodge bullets, lasers, and other projectiles with ease, making him a difficult target to hit in combat. Gambit's power also includes static interference, which creates a natural static field around him that shields his mind from telepathic intrusion. This ability can be enhanced by holding a charged object near his head, making it difficult for telepaths to read his thoughts or manipulate his actions. Furthermore, Gambit can emit shockwaves, accompanied by bright flashes of light through his vibration emission ability. This power can create sizable craters in the ground and disorient opponents, giving Gambit an advantage in combat situations. Moreover, Gambit possesses remote charging, which allows him to activate the potential or kinetic conversion process of matter from a distance with direct eye contact or gestures. This ability gives him greater flexibility in combat situations, allowing him to manipulate objects and enemies from afar. Additionally, Gambit can use his charged cards to slice through objects as dense as solid steel without causing them to explode, thanks to his shearing or cutting ability. This makes him a versatile combatant capable of dealing with a wide range of threats. Furthermore, Gambit can bestow acceleration on objects to continue pushing them forward with enough concentration even after they have been charged. This ability allows him to control the trajectory and velocity of charged objects, making them even more deadly in combat situations. Finally, Gambit possesses a Hypnotic Charm, which allows him to exert influence over people's minds through subliminal psionic talents. While this ability is not as directly combat-oriented as his other powers, it can be a useful tool for manipulation and persuasion in certain situations. Looking ahead, the future of Gambit in the Marvel Universe remains open to possibilities. With ongoing developments in the worlds of comics, films, and television, there are endless opportunities to explore new facets of his character and introduce him to new audiences. Whether he's embarking on daring heists with the X-Men or striking out on his own adventures, Gambit continues to captivate audiences with his charm, wit, and explosive abilities. So, thanks for watching. We will be back with another amazing video. Until then, goodbye and peace.
No. Winner. No.
Can't win them all.
That's not possible.